Hey everyone, welcome back. So we are talking about 5 stocks that you can buy today that are under $10 and that has a potential of 5x or 10x in the next few years. Please remember, anything discussed in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not a video for get-rich-quick scheme. I'm telling you what stocks that you should have in your portfolio, that I have in my portfolio, and I'm adding more, which has a huge potential of growth. They are sitting at such good levels right now that you can't afford to miss them. Okay, without any delay, I'm going to share my screen, but before that, if you get anything out of the video, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. It really helps to grow the channel. As you can see, we are a new channel. Great, so now let me share my screen. So the number one stock that I think is a very great buy right now is from the EV industry, and it's called ABML, or American Battery Metals Corp. I have covered this stock extensively in my previous video, where I think it's a wonderful company to hold and it has a huge growth potential. But let's take a look from the financial side a little bit more. Okay, so as we know that EVs are the new market. Every car company is trying to get the EVs done, and the most common factor in all the EVs is the battery. And battery demand will grow 10-fold to approximately 10 billion market cap by 2030. And this company is one of the first companies that have started this battery recycling program. Second, the stock from its high have come down 80%, and I'm going to share the chart with you in a second. But the stock has come down 80% from its high, so it's sitting at a very attractive price right now. And they're also changing their name to American Battery Technology Company. That means they will have a lot more to do with technology than simply a battery recycling plant. So they also have a pilot facility under construction in Nevada, which is close to the Panasonic facility in Nevada and Tesla. And their plan is to get the batteries from the old car, recycle them, take the minerals out, and then pass it along to Panasonic and to Tesla to put it in their new batteries. So they are positioning themselves at a very, very critical time, and they are taking all the right steps to basically make that happen. Now I'm going to share my screen with you of their chart that you can see. So here, if you look for ABML chart, their high was 490, and if you see, if we calculate from that high all the way down to where they are right now, which is basically today's price is 152, so they are down almost 70% today. Yesterday, they were down almost 80%, so they have gained some market right from yesterday to today. They are sitting very attractively under their 100-day moving average and also their 21-day moving average. So in my opinion, this is a very good price of entry because, again, they have a huge potential, and as we know that the whole market is down. I mean, they were high when the whole market was up. After that, the market got crashed. We are in correction. So they came down pretty hard. Right now, they are sitting at a price which I feel has huge potential of growing forward and growing in your portfolio. So they are, as we speak, $1.54, and I have almost 8,000 shares. I'm going to add more shares. If you see, I bought over here more 3,000 more shares. I bought at 148, and I have an order open at around $1. If they drop to $1, I'm going to be picking up more share because I feel such a great price. And both their RSI and their MACD is looking great. If you see here, it's stabilizing here right now, which is good. And their RSI is also right under 50, which is, in my opinion, it's a good entry point. Of course, the great entry point is close to 20, but this is not bad at all. And again, we are looking at long term. I see this stock going to maybe $10, $8 in next 2 to 3 years as the demand for EV increases, and also the battery demand or the recycling demand will also increase. So I think this company is really well positioned of where it is right now. Great. So that's number one. The second stock, in my opinion, is sitting at such a good level right now, and you must have in your portfolio, again, my opinion, is Planet 13. It's a cannabis company, it's based out of Las Vegas, and it has a huge potential of adding a lot more value in its stocks as the states open, as it gets legalized in more and more states in the coming days. The reason why I feel it's a great stock to have in your portfolio is it's one of the few vertically integrated companies at that level in this industry. That means they're growing their own product, they're supplying their own product, and they're distributing their own product. They have a huge store in Vegas. I saw the pictures. It's amazing. It's like 40,000 square feet. It's open 24 hours, and it serves almost 3,500 customers every day. It's huge. It's massive operation. And also, if you look here, they did 70.5 million in revenue in 2020, and 23.8 million in Q1 of 2021. So just in Q1, when things are just starting to open, they did 23.8 million despite limited openings. See, Vegas is not all open right now and people are still kind of scared of going, but they are already beating their 2020 revenue by almost 20 million if you look here, because if you multiply 23.8, let's say if they continue doing that, they will do better because more and more states will open. But if they continue doing that, they're doing about 95 million in 2021 and they did about 70.5 million in 2020. And also the CEO of the company is a former politician. So you know what that means, right? He knows the ladder, he knows how to play basically to make sure to legalize and to kind of go and open more and more states, get approvals, get permits to open more and more stores in different states. So I think it's sitting at a very, very interesting point right now. And also, if you Google the company, you will see some great news. I mean, they are in news, they are doing things, they are opening. I mean, they are pretty active as a company. So if you see here, all these news is all positive, and they are basically now, across applying into different states and looking into opening different stores. So I feel that they are going to grow very well in the coming days. That's why I feel this is a good company to keep. Now, if you look here, this is their store. This looks like an Apple store in my opinion, right? I mean, they just make it look like so cool and so fancy. And 3,300 some customers every single day, 24 hours a day they are open. So it's pretty impressive, the operation that they have in Vegas. And if they can replicate that in different states and and make it more and more available, I think this company is going to do very well. So now let's take a look at their chart and see how they are doing in terms of where they were before, what kind of discount we are getting them at this point. All right, so if you see here, their high was almost 858 or maybe a little bit more, 858, and from there they have come down now. In today's price is almost, I would say, 24% discount, which is amazing. And analysts are basically saying that this company can be around $10 in another 12 months or 14 to 16 months. So I feel that the company has a huge potential of where it is right now to kind of gain 20-30% on your money. And also, if you look here, their RSI is also around 50, which I like, and their MACD is also stabilizing, which I also like. And they're also sitting almost at 100 MA, and also they are close to 21 MA. So I think it's a great entry point, in my opinion. Of course, look for weaker day. You don't have to put a lot of money in this stock. Just put a little bit, and then look for weaker days to kind of gain more shares, because I feel in the coming years, 2-3 years, this will give you a very good return of about 20-25%. Awesome. So now let's talk about our next pick. So the third company I'm going to talk about is NNDM, or Nano Dimensions. This is a favorite company. Kathy Wood has been buying this crazy like anything. I think they have over almost close to 2 million shares of NNDM. And I think it's a great pick of where it's sitting right now. And I'll tell you, I have some reservations about this stock, but because the price point that it's right now, I think it's pretty attractive. So why NNDM? Number one, it's a next-gen tech. It's about 3D printing. This company prints like circuits and small circuit boards and small chips for different companies. Now, I feel that they still need time to mature. I mean, as a company, because the product is too new. Right now, whoever is buying their product is basically buying it as trials. They're not using it in their factories of saying, okay, you know what, we're going to use Nano Dimensions printers, 3D printers to make our chips. No, they are trying it out. And I feel that trial and error and the whole phase is going to last at least a year or 2 years. But the company is its infancy, and I feel with the recent chip shortage, that's a very good kind of a signal to different companies, hey, you know what, let's not rely on others. Let's look at options of producing our own chips, our own circuit boards, our own components, so we are not relying on a third-party company. So that's why I feel that this company has a huge potential of growing. And of course, ARK Invest, when they invest in something, they do extensive research, more than I would do. And that's why I feel even more bullish on this company. The reason why I feel it's such a good time right now to own this company is because the stock is trading near 200 MA, and it's a great entry point. But along with that, if you look here, so ARK currently holds about 1.985 million shares of NNDM, and they continue to buy, they continue to add. So I think it's a very good company to hold and to have in your portfolio for the future growth, for next 2 to 3 years growth. But now let's look at the chart. All right, so if we see here, the stock was almost close to $18, 17.79 of its at its peak, and it has come down almost 57%, and to about 769. I think today is 755. So it's almost like 58% that it has come down. That's a great discount on a company, and it's also sitting right above the 200-day MA, which is a great entry point. And also their RSI, if you see here, is stabilizing at about 42.40, which is a great. And also if they look at their MACD, it's kind of stabilizing. I really like that. And also, if you see here, I bought some Nano Dimension like twice because it was just sitting at such attractive level that I feel it's a great entry point. So in my opinion, this company has a great potential, and it can give you good 40-50% return on your money. So I feel that there is no doubt in my mind that if you hold this now, don't buy it high, but hold this now and be patient with the company, you're going to make some great returns. Great. Okay, now let's talk about our fourth pick, Alpine Ford Holding, or ALPP. It's an American drone company, but they cater to different industries: agriculture, aviation, traffic. They cater to many different or consumer logistics. They cater to different industries. That's why they're very unique. So they're kind of think of it this way. They're one company with multiple businesses inside. And that's why I really like this. They have a great upside potential, and their 2021 is looking really good. Along with that, the stock is actually trading near 200-day moving average. So I think ALPP has a great potential in the future with, Chinese company being banned, like DJI being banned, and I'm sure all military, all aviation and all that, nobody wants to use companies that are out of China because of course security concerns. So they want to rely on American company, and this is a company that's doing really well. If you check their website out, you will see that all different sectors they are in and what different things that they are doing. So I think it's a very, very good company to hold right now, especially at 200-day moving average where it's sitting right now. All right, so if you look at the chart here, they were almost up close to $10, and I think I bought somewhere around like $6-7, but they were close to almost like $10, $9.36, and from there they have come down drastically to $2.56. Today they're trading at about $3.22, and also if you look here, they are sitting right above the 200-day moving average, but under the 100 and under the 21. So I think it's a great entry point for this company. Again, their RSI is in the 40s. I don't like to buy when RSI is above close to 80 because I feel it's overbought. But at 40s, it's great, and their MACD is also stabilizing right in the middle. So I think it's a great entry point over here for this company for a huge potential. So if you calculate from there, from its high to where it is right now, it's almost 60% discount. So you know that if you are buying this company today, you have a potential of basically making 60% on your money, which I think is a great return, even if you get it in next 2 years. So I feel this is a great company to hold and kind of keep it in your portfolio for the huge return. Again, the stock price is so cheap, you can buy a few shares and just keep it aside and forget about it for 2 years, and then when you go back, you'll be very happy. Great. Okay, now the number 5 you're going to talk about is HIMS, which is Hims and Hers Health Inc. This company, in my opinion, is a great company to invest today because I think that's the future of telemed. So they are next generation telemed for more personal issues. I was on their website checking out. It's like hair loss, sexual diseases, mental health. All this is done by telemed. Now, these topics are the topics that people don't want to discuss. They don't want to go in person. They don't want to sit in the waiting room. They're kind of shy. They don't want to really open up. But I feel HIMS, which is a telemed of all these services, and now they're actually getting into consumer goods as well, selling the shampoos and selling the different brands and different things under their brand, of course. It's a great potential. So I feel it's a great company to have in your portfolio. They are sitting at a very attractive price right now. They're almost 60% down from their recent highs. So you know that they have a potential of going up 60%. See, the whole market is in correction, but again, you need to pick the winners. You don't want to pick the losers, right? So let me share the chart. Let me show you where they were, where they have come down, and what kind of potential I see from going forward from this point onwards. So if you see here, they were almost close to 24, 24.89, almost $25, close to $25. And from that point onwards, if you just start from that point to where they are right now, that's almost 50% discount. Now, I mean, yesterday, if you would have seen this chart, they were down 60%, and they have gained a little bit now. So right now they're sitting at like 55%. Again, I think it's a great company. It's a great discount, and if you see, it's following a pattern a little bit over here, and it's also sitting under the 21-day moving average, under the 100-day moving average, and under the 200-day moving average. So I feel that it's a great company to kind of get in at this point. Their RSI is also looking very good. They are not high, so we know it's not overbought. Their MACD is also looking very good. They're not very crazy up and down swings. So I feel it's a great company to kind of enter at this point, because then you have a potential of almost going up to 2025, which is if you enter now 1146, you are looking at like doubling your money and more. So I feel that this is a great company to kind of invest and to get in right now. All right, I feel these are the 5 companies, in my opinion, which has a huge potential of giving you some good returns in the coming years. So please go ahead, of course, do your research, invest wisely, and if you get anything out of it, hit that share, subscribe, and like. I would really appreciate it. And again, I have a link in the description here for Webull, so go ahead and take that opportunity of getting up to 4 free stock. If you get it, if you deposit $100, you get 4 free stock, and I get 1 free stock. So thank you so much for your support, and until next time, you all have a wonderful day.